A group of four friends travels to Florida to scatter the ashes of the deceased brother of one of the girls in the group, Kyle. Part of their journey involves a flight on a small private airline, but shortly after takeoff, the pilots discover engine trouble, which eventually causes the plane to crash somewhere in the woods. The surviving passengers decide to continue their journey on foot, unaware that the area is inhabited by crocodiles that have fed on waste from the drug lab. These crocodiles have become much more aggressive, killing not just for food but for pleasure, so the survivors' fight for their lives is just beginning. Movies about humans battling wild animals have always been popular. And even though there aren't many predators in the world that are truly dangerous to humans, and even fewer plots that convincingly model such confrontations, these kinds of films are still being made. Crocodiles are extremely dangerous creatures, but they have certain limitations that curb their lethality. The creators of the Bayou decided to remove these limitations by dumping some bluish chemicals into the river where the crocodiles live. Now the crocodiles are hyper-aggressive, attacking anything that moves, and have even learned to run backward quickly and almost climb walls. All to make the characters' lives as difficult as possible. That said, the characters in the Bayou are such that you don't even need to go out of your way to complicate their lives. The crashed plane carries a dozen extremely odd individuals who constantly split up, start arguments out of nowhere, ignore safety rules, and generally go out of their way to provoke danger. The pinnacle of this suicidal fatalism is the revelation that one of Kyle's friends stole a crocodile egg from a nest and carried it around in her backpack the entire movie, despite being explicitly told that alligators aggressively protect their eggs, and despite people around her die one after another. Of course, any odd behavior can be explained if there's a will to do so, but the screenwriters of The Bayou have no such will. They didn't bother to give the unfortunate idiot a single reason for taking the egg, nor did they convincingly explain why another character constantly sabotages Kyle's biology-based decisions. And that's not even mentioning the smaller, pointless stupidities the characters commit on a whim. The film was made by English filmmakers. This is a country that has recently burst onto the global horror scene with low-budget slashers based on children's fairy tales and public domain literary characters. The creators of The Bayou took a different route, but essentially the same approach. The cast features little-known actors, some of whom deliver very mediocre performances. The storytelling is rudimentary, and the special effects and makeup range from weak to tolerable. The only thing the filmmakers deserve praise for is the runtime, which doesn't exceed an hour and a half, and during that time, the plot does move forward. Albeit stumbling, cringe-inducing, and often baffling, but it moves. It's hard to imagine anyone seriously calling The Bayou a good movie after watching it. But if fate forces you to sit through it, it won't be the worst ordeal, especially if you're somewhat seasoned in horror trash.